Hey, what's going on everyone? How you guys doing today? Welcome back to another YouTube video. In today's video, we're gonna be going over today's Lost Sector, the Expert Lost Sector Perdition. A new expansion means another Lost Sector rotation, including new Lost Sectors. So, today we're gonna be starting going through all of them with a guide, so it can help you guys get through them as easily as possible. And today we're starting in Europa with the Expert Lost Sector, since that's what they're called now, Perdition. For this, you're gonna need something to deal with barriers, something to deal with overloads. The threat is arc, so you're gonna be taking more arc damage, and the shields are arc and void, mostly. And the power for this activity is gonna be 2020, so I recommend that you're at least 2000 before trying this, because it's gonna make it just so much easier the higher power level you are. So this is what we're running in the Lost Sector. We have the Arbalest to deal with the barriers. We have an Arc Hand Cannon to deal with the overloads and also use with the shields. And lastly we have a sword for the overloads, where basically it's gonna bait the overloads into us away from the other enemies. So we're gonna stun them real quick with our sword and then just kill them. We should be able to just kill them outright with the sword, so should make it pretty easy. Also, before you get in there, remember, slap on your arc surges, or your arc resistances, I'm sorry. And a concussive dampener is always nice to have, just so you have a bit more survivability, especially if you're lower power level. But let's get in there, and let's see how it goes. Alright, here we go. And we want to grab our arc weapon and just kind of start killing all these RPs. These other RPs are pretty annoying if you leave them up. But up here we should be pretty safe, and we should be able to just kill them without a problem. We want to get this guy out of here. This Hydra needs to go, so just take your RB and then you shoot it till it leaves. See? And then we just continue killing these RPs. The Hydra should be back there, so it's still around, so don't just kind of run out there. Okay, there it is. So we're gonna put a couple more shots into the Hydra, and after a couple of shots, it should leave. Yep, it's gone. Once it's gone, we move on up here. Deal with these guys. I only had one. And I think that there's a Minotaur in one of these waves of that, so the Minotaur is pretty much like the main thing you wanna avoid and be worried about, because those are the guys that can like mess you up. Also the champion spawn. Once you see the champion spawns, go back a bit. Make sure that you have your hand cannon ready and your sword ready for whenever the champion comes around. You wanna pretty much bait him behind this at the point where like those guys over there can't see you. And if the champion is still there, you can try shooting them. But yeah, right here, we stun him, and then we just start smacking him with the sword. When he gets up, make sure you hit him with the heavy to like stagger him. And then that should be pretty much how we deal with all the overloads. Now let's just deal with this knife first, because they're pretty annoying. And then right here we should be able to move on to the next area after killing this harpy. Oh, no. Surprise second harpy? Okay, now we're moving on to the second area. That bolt shot that I have on this weapon is really nice. We stun the overload again. I'm gonna try to stun him again. You definitely want to get him around this corner, if you can. So like right here, now this, oh that was kind of close, but that is a good place to stun him. So we're going to build up our meter. When he gets up, we hit him with the heavy. When he stops doing that animation, where it like shows that he's like stunned. Okay, now we're going to want to deal with the Hydra, so you shoot it a couple more times and it should be dead. And that should also spawn the next set of champions right here. There's gonna be one right here, and there's gonna be another one over there in that window. So you definitely don't want to be in like view of both of the champions at the same time. So I recommend that you like stay here. Here you could like use your super. You want to take out this champion. Is he gonna do it? Is he gonna do the heal? No. He's gonna go behind cover before he tries to do the heal. Yeah. But yeah, right here you can use the super if you want to. It's not a bad place to use it. You wanna just deal with this champion. But sometimes they do this where they like won't heal till they get to like a certain part of their health. So now we just wait. He should be doing that shield thing again. There we go. And then we just back away because everything else is spawning. I could have supered him right there instead of running at him with the sword, but I kind of wanted to save my super to deal with these guys. I have a silence in school, so you may actually have a better super to deal with them. This is kind of just what I had on. But any like super that can deal with big enemies should be able to deal with these guys pretty easily. Or leave them pretty low health. Silence School is probably like one of the worst supers to use on them, to be completely honest. So that's like the worst case scenario, the one you saw. He's still over there, so we're just gonna damage him a bit more. These guys are really annoying though. Really annoying. As long as we keep our distance from them though, we should be pretty fine. But they are no joke for sure. They are no joke. Just gonna primary it to death right here. The bad thing about them is that, you know, their crit spot is in their back. So a lot of time we're just doing like body shot damage. And there we go. Forgot about me. Now we got some more ammo. So now we deal with this champion. There's gonna be a champion right here, but be careful with this one. This one can be dangerous, especially if he catches you out in the open. So make sure that you take advantage of these stairs, especially if he comes out here. You just kind of do some damage to him. Afterwards, we can use run at him, sword him like we did the other one. Whenever he stops being stunned, we just hit him with the heavy. And right here now, it's pretty much just the boss. We can throw our super at the boss. Deal with some of the smaller rats. Well, pretty much the only thing we have to do is just kill the boss. And then we're pretty much good to go. Once we kill the boss, we don't have to deal with champions or anything like that. You just have to kill the actual boss. This is where the sword might be might be a bad choice. This is where I wish I kind of had a rocket. So we're just gonna use our prismatic to get him down. There's a bunch of ads spawning right here. Yep. As long as we can take care of the ads from back here, they shouldn't be a problem. I mostly use like harpies, so it's nothing like that's too dangerous. Boss is like half health. Oh, we missed it. Spawning more harpies. Yes, it is. Ah, he's actually coming all the way over here. That's not something you see all the time. Usually he stays like in the back. But we're gonna super him one more time. And then I say that this should probably be it for the boss. That super should be enough to use kill him. There we go. Now we're free. All we gotta do now is get to the chest and actually open it. Boom, we get our weapon. We get our exotic engram. And now we can go and take that exotic engram and focus it into any of the weapons we may want. Or, you know, just focus it to level up the Cryptarch. Exotic engrams are definitely like the easiest way to level up the Cryptarch. And even though you don't get the new exotics from the Lost Sector, there's still a great way to farm exotic engrams, and then those exotic engrams lead you to level up the Cryptarch and get the new exotics. So in a very roundabout way, doing Lost Sectors, it still helps you get the new exotics, plus a bunch of other good exotics, and just rap in general. But yeah, that's it for this one. The loadout was... But yeah, that's it for Perdition. The loadout was a little scuff. I think if you do go with the hand cannon, you could probably go with a solar rocket or with a void rocket, and it will be really good if you don't want to put yourself in danger with the sword, because we do have, you know, already something that stuns both of our champions. So while I did the sword method, you could definitely go with a rocket if you want to be a little bit more safe about it. But thank you for watching today, boys. Hopefully you have enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with the next Lost Sector. Peace.